everyone, and welcome to Dryer Days Art Studio. I'm Catherine. Thank you so much for being here today. Well, we're going to work on this little lotus today. I've had a ton of requests to do this video because this is loosely based off of my April art box and everything that was contained in there. There's a few differences and I'll point them out as we go. So here's the beautiful little lotus mold that you can get at dryerdaysartstudio.com. I do have one April art box left, just one. Actually, you know what? Yeah, I do. I have one, I have one left, and I think I might do a giveaway because it's just kind of been sitting there. But if you're interested and you catch this video and you want to get one of the April boxes, run over there because I still might have it available. I didn't do a video for that box initially, and since it has sold pretty much completely out, I have had a few people ask if I was going to do a video like this. So I'm sorry it took me so long to get this together. I had actually recorded this a while back when I was sort of testing this mold out, and I really liked how all these colors work together. So you will essentially get everything that you see used here except for the rose gold that I use. I'm gonna swap out the rose gold for the pink rose pigment that will come that comes in the box for this. So as you can see there, I was trying to use a metallic marker and it was not drying. It was kind of like beading up together and not giving a nice matte finish on here. So I'm going to try a couple things. So first of all, that marker did not work. I'm going to come in and try this Sharpie metallic liquid marker. I'm just getting it ready over here, trying to get it really, really nice and fluid. This was actually a brand new marker that I opened for this purpose. And as you can see, this is doing better. It's definitely giving better coverage and it's drying a little bit more consistently, but you can see there it's still a little wet. Like I'm not real sure. And I'm kind of debating on here, busting out my gilding paint because I use my gilding paint on everything. I usually get my gilding paint or gold liquid leaf either online or at Michael's or Hobby Lobby, and I will include all the links for everything I'm using in the description of this video and every video that I make for you guys. So I'm going to speed this up here a little bit, but I did just want to show you the trial and error used with trying to find something here to outline these lines. As you can see, we do have these different lines here, kind of giving the mold some beautiful texture and dimension. I just thought these molds were so beautiful. I knew I wanted to have them in my store for you guys. These would make a beautiful kind of oversized coaster or a tray, a small tray, or even just a beautiful art piece or decorative piece to have on a table or a mantle. I do want to recommend here, and this will help too if you want to lay down some sort of metallic paint like this, is gently wash the mold before you use it. I always recommend when you take it out of the bag, before you go to use it, just give it a real light wash in some warm water and soap. Just be very careful not to scuff the surface, but just give it a really light wash. Rinse it thoroughly so all the soap is off, and then I usually let it air dry, and I might take a little bit of a paper towel or a really soft towel, cloth towel, and just kind of dab at it to get all of the water off. And that'll give you a really good base to start with to lay down this kind of thing. You just want to make sure any oils are off. Sometimes there's just like little particles or dust that can get on the mold pretty easily. So I just like to make sure I have a really nice clean surface. As you can see there, I was using my heat gun to try to dry this paint as I went, because it just wants to kind of like bead off of the silicone and not give a really nice matte look. But this marker was working pretty well. And then, like I said, here I'm going to come in and try out the gilding paint. And of course, the gilding paint did awesome. I love gilding paint so much. Sorry, my head's getting in the way there. But yeah, just using a really small brush and going around on those lines. And look at, oh, how beautiful that looks. Isn't that gorgeous? Oh, I just love it. I love it. And so now I'm just kind of looking at the mold. I'm making sure it looks like that gold is nice and opaque and I don't have any holes or anything. Okay, so here is what I'm using. And like I said, the only thing that's going to be different is going to be the rose gold is going to be swapped out for the pink rose pigment in the box. Just going to do a little tiny base of a clear. And I'm going to just work in sections on this and gently fill up each one of these little, sections. Each one here that's kind of partitioned off by the beautiful design of the lotus flower here. Just going to get a little base of clear And then I'm going to add some beautiful Fairy Forest right in the middle. That's the Fairy Forest sparkler that you can see up there. And that is also included in that box, the April Art box. I wanted to keep some symmetry in the piece, so you can see I'm going to work here in the same exact sections on side to side here, gently using an orange stick to really get the glitter, and I'll use this for the pigment as well to really get it in the corners there of each little section. Make sure we're not missing any area. And this is the beautiful moss pigment. Careful to keep my sections nice and clean. And again, just using that orange stick to kind of push it around here. Here I wanted to try doing some glitter and a pigment in one section. So I'm not going to put any clear down because I want these to stay pretty separated. I don't want them to mesh together. And so I started with that Fairy Forest sparkler up at the tip, just going to add a little bit of moss pigment in there. Do a little dot of clear down here, a little bit more green. I'm trying to use one color at a time as I go. I love these little silicone sticks too, they're really helpful. So I had put a little bit too much in there and just wanted to scoop some out because I wanted to add some gold in here too. Beautiful gold metallic mica pigment. All of these pigments and the glitter and the mold are available at DryerDaysArtStudio.com. The only thing not available in my store is going to be the gold metallic paint, the markers that I was using in the beginning. I'm also using Total Boats tabletop epoxy resin, one of my favorites. I love using it for any of my coasters or my trays. It works awesome in the silicone molds, and if you want to check them out, I have a discount code listed in my video description for first time people trying out their resin for the very first time. And again, doing the kind of two different color sections here of the different leaves of the lotus. Using that orange. I love orange sticks so much, and my favorite ones I have in my Amazon store. So I have my Amazon store listed below in the description too. If you guys want to know where I find my gloves, my respirator, and the extra tools that I use around my studio. And then in these last four sections, I'm going to use the rose gold. Beautiful color. It's one of my favorites. Like I said again, this will be swapped out for the pink rose in those April Art boxes. And that's just a bit of a brighter pink. This one's a little bit more muted. It does have a gold base. And that pink rose is just more of a vibrant, true pink. I'm going to let this cure for about 12 hours, and then off camera I fill up the rest of this mold with some moss pigment mixed with black pearl. You'll see here in a second. Look at that nice dark green. So I filled out the rest of the mold with this dark green color. You can see up there I have the black forest and the pearl mica pigment sitting there, just to fill out the rest of this, make it have a really nice dark opaque backing, because I really wanted these colors to pop. And they're all beautifully in their sections. It's demolding beautifully. Look at how nice this is. It's a really nice thick piece. It's gorgeous. I love it. There you can see the thickness. I've seen some beautiful color combinations with this lotus mold on Instagram. As always, guys, please share your work that you're creating on Instagram and tag me at Dryer Days, or use the hashtag Dryer Days or Dryer Days Art Studio so that I can find your beautiful work. But yeah, I'm just pointing out here the indentations and how we have this beautiful definition of the different colors. I just wanted to show you here real quick because you can see I still have some residue on my mold from that gold metallic. I'm just taking one of my handy dandy alcohol wipes and going through and wiping it. It's coming right off. I have a huge box of these alcohol wipes in my studio. I find them a necessity for me. They clean up things beautifully, and I do have them listed in my Amazon store. And they're a must-have for me, along with baby wipes in my store. And then again, I could just gently wash this with some warm water and a light soap, let it dry, put it in a little baggie to keep it free from dust. You can also wrap your molds in saran wrap too. I've done that before to keep them nice and clean. But anyway, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like I said, I have one of these boxes left, with the exception that you're not going to get the rose gold. You're going to get the pink rose, which is also a beautiful pink. If I don't sell it here in the next couple of weeks, I may do a giveaway with it on Instagram. So I really hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you love this lotus mold. I just think it is so beautiful. I love it so much. I think that would also make a really great gift, just to give somebody that little lotus piece. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps me out. I love you guys so much. I appreciate you watching. And until next time, keep on pouring.